Antonio run around a little bit. How are you able to assess sort of what he's able to do, what he would be able to do in a game, and in terms of game planning for him, and is there still some chemistry between him and Brady?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think I got a good idea of what he'll be able to do Sunday night. He's always in shape, so he's always in the best shape. So you're never really worried about that. Obviously, he have to do some things to get in football shape, ball security type things. Those are the type of things that you always worry about. But he's in shape. He's conditioned. I can talk to him in a way to get him to understand, to make sure he's ready to roll and understand what he needs to do so he can play fast. So, I mean, I feel good about where he's at. Don't really know how much he'll play, but I feel good where he's at.
And when you look at the offensive line, I mean, Ali's in concussion protocol. You speak to the job he's done and maybe what some of your options are there. I know Joe has played inside, got Shipley. I mean, what do you feel about that if you have to go that way?
We'll have options. We'll wait and see what we need to get to if we need to even think in that way. But we got our options. We don't know exactly what we're going to do because he's in the protocol. We'll have to wait and see, but we'll be ready for whatever. Just like any other position, we believe in the guys that we have here that they can go out and play well.
Thanks.
Next question will come from Greg Allman.
Hey, Byron, I just want to ask you about the two backs you've been using almost exclusively the last 2 weeks in Ronald Jones and Leonard Fournette, and the dynamic between the two of them. Obviously, the fumble kind of put Rundle on the bench early, but just how you feel like those two are working together, complementing each other to give you guys what you need from the position.
I think they've been great, to be honest with you. I think they're doing a good job. We're getting both guys snaps. They both bring a little different skill set to the table. The good thing is they both can run the ball. They both can really run the ball. So I think we're doing a good job of getting them in and out, getting them in and out of the game, using the guy's skill set for what it is. But I think these two guys are doing an excellent job for us.
Byron, you guys, you'll see fans questioning the first down running, and I think the ratio was pretty even on Monday night. But just want to ask you, in terms of the commitment to the run establishment, what that does for you guys, what you think it does to set up defenses and set up the rest of your offense beyond just the actual yards you get from running on first down.
You said fans?
You see fans, people online, Twitter, all that.
I mean, we always go do what we need to do that we think the best thing for us to win football games. The object of the game is to win the football game. That's what we're trying to do week in and week out. We understand opinions. We understand everybody have one, but we're always trying to do the right thing to win football games.
Okay, thanks, Byron. Sorry.
Next question will come from Jenna.
Hey, Coach, I know you guys are having to work pretty quickly to try to get Antonio up to speed on your offense and everything. I just didn't know if you could go into detail on, the number of hours that you guys have put in to try to get him to a comfortable place, or, what time is he getting into the building? Are you meeting with him before practice? Just some of those details that people aren't seeing that are going on behind the scenes.
We're doing all the things that we do really every day. Most of the guys are over here early. Most of the guys are always doing extra. Most of the guys were meeting with guys. So it's no different with him. Obviously, we're trying to get him sped up because it is his first week. It's been his first real practice. But I think from a communication standpoint of him understanding what to do, I mean, obviously he won't go out there and play 75, 80 plays, so you don't have to know everything. So we'll put him in positions to have success, and that's how you got to kind of do it this early on. I mean, today was his really official first practice, so it was good to see him out there, but we just have to put him in positions to have some sort of success for the plays that he is in.
He spoke to us yesterday quite a bit about what he's kind of had to undergo transforming himself off the field as a person. And you know him well, and you've had a lot of honest discussions with him. You said you've known him since he was a kid. It sounds like it was difficult for him being away from football. And so I just ask you, what do you think it would do for him to be able to go out there and have a strong performance and to be able to find a role in this team and be able to perform each week on Sunday? What does that do for a guy like him?
I don't even really think it's predicated on a strong performance. The guys that play this game of football at this level, it takes an ultimate commitment. And when you're not able to play it, you miss it. You miss it. So just being out on the field, people don't understand. Just being out in a practice, being in a huddle, being out on the field sometimes can bring you the most joy that you can't even imagine. And it's not really predicated on success, really. It's just to be out there, to be able to play the game that you love. That's what you can really see in his energy. You can tell he's just excited to be back on the field.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Next, we'll go to Kevin O'Donnell.
Hey, Byron. Obviously, this is your second crack at the Saints this week. Where would you say the biggest growth has been from week 1 now, when you face the Saints, to now week 9 now?
I just think from a communication standpoint, we're better. I think we all got an idea. I mean, you got to think that was me and Tom first game together, and you play an opponent that's a really good football team, an opponent that has played a lot of football together from a coach's, player standpoint. Them guys have been together a very long time. So we knew it would be a tough task for us to go into their building and go in there and try to find a way to win the football game. That was the toughest thing. It was just, with this summer being the way that it is, we had to figure a lot of things out, and that's a tough team to try to figure a lot of things out with a team that's as well coached as they are, have the players that they have on their team, and has been together and has been in big games. That team has been in a lot of big football games together, and we just got to do what we got to do to try to come out and play well Sunday night.
Talking with AB yesterday, he came across pretty even keel for him, pretty mellow. He was seemed very humble. You've known him for a while. Has he changed just in his demeanor since you've seen him around this last week and a half?
I mean, I know him for being him. That's what I know of him. Everyone else perception or perspective is what it is, right? So, but I've always known that guy. I didn't really see his interview, so I don't know what he really said. But I've always looked at him as a good guy.
Yeah, he said he was a better person, he feels.
Well, it's better for him to answer that than me.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Next question will come from Eric Hoffman.
Byron, Evans scored a touchdown in week 1, but he only caught 1 ball, Byron, for 2 yards. And he and Lattimore, they got some history, Byron. So how do you see that matchup? How good is Lattimore and those two good players going head to head? Yeah,
Lattimore's a good football player. I expect those guys to battle it out like they always do. Every time I've been a part of this matchup, this would be my 4th time seeing this matchup that we've been here and we've been involved with. And those guys do a good job of getting after each other. It's always good, fun, hard-nosed football. I believe he's a really good football player. So, I wouldn't expect nothing different from those guys Sunday night.
And Byron, what was your biggest offensive takeaway from that first matchup with the Saints this year?
We got to play better. We got to play better. We got to do a better job of protecting the football. Those were the 2 big things that came out of that game.
All right, that's all we have time for. Appreciate you taking time, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.